All right, let's dive into one of the most demanding but also one of the most rewarding professions out there, surgery. We're talking about a field that requires incredible precision under immense pressure. But you know what? It also opens up a whole world of opportunity. So stick with us, because we're going to break down the skills you need, the salaries you can expect, and where on earth the best jobs are.
Okay, let's just start with a number that's going to grab your attention right away. $350,000. That's the average salary for a surgeon in the United States. It's a huge figure, and it reflects years and years of dedication and an insane level of expertise. So, what does it really take to earn that kind of trust and, yeah, that kind of salary?
Before we get too caught up in the paycheck, we really need to understand what the job is all about. So let's step into the world of a surgeon. And trust me, it's a world that is so much bigger than just the operating room.
On the surface, this is what we all think of, right? A surgeon performs operations. Simple. But it's so much more than that. They're the ones diagnosing the condition in the first place, meticulously planning every single step of a procedure, and then managing the patient's entire recovery, before, during, and long after. That is a level of responsibility that's just incredible.
Now, this is what I find fascinating. Success isn't just about having steady hands. I mean, of course, you need that expert knowledge of anatomy and you have to be a master of surgical techniques, but look at the rest of this list. Problem solving, communication, leadership. And that last one, calmness under pressure, man, that is everything. It's being able to make a life or death call in a split second when things go sideways on the table. These are the skills that make a surgeon truly great.
So, how on earth do you build a skill set like that? Well, I can tell you it's not something you pick up in a weekend workshop. The path to that operating room is a total marathon. We're talking about more than a decade of just pure, relentless dedication.
Let's just walk through this journey for a second. It all kicks off with the bachelor's degree. Then you're hit with 4 really tough years of medical school. After that, the real training begins, a surgical residency. That's an intense 5 to 7 years. And if you want to specialize in something like neurosurgery, you can tack on an optional fellowship for another 1 to 3 years. It's a long road.
And get this, graduating isn't even the finish line. Nope. In a lot of ways, it's just the start of the next phase. You've got to pass these incredibly difficult exams to get board certified, and even then, your entire career is about continuous learning, staying on top of the latest breakthroughs, just to keep your license and stay at the top of your game.
So after all of that, I mean all that work, what's the reward? Well, it's a big one. You become one of the most in-demand professionals on the entire planet. Let's look at why the world needs surgeons so badly right now.
So what's fueling this massive global demand? It really boils down to 2 major forces. First, as people are living longer all around the world, the need for complex surgeries just naturally goes up. At the same exact time, medical technology is advancing at lightning speed, creating all these new, incredible life-saving treatments. You put those 2 things together, and you've got a growing and very stable need for top-tier surgeons.
Okay, so the demand is everywhere. We get that. But where are the absolute best spots? Where does the opportunity and the paycheck really line up? Let's get into the numbers. This is probably the question you're asking, right? Where are the real opportunities? It's not just about getting any job. It's about finding the right place with the best hospitals, the best support, and, let's be honest, the best pay. So let's see what the data says.
And wow, this table lays it all out pretty clearly. The United States is at the top with a massive salary range that can go well over $500,000. But take a close look at the UK, Canada, and Australia. They're all offering really strong 6-figure salaries and often come with these fantastic universal healthcare systems. The opportunity is absolutely global.
This chart really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? That US average of $350K is clearly leading the pack, but it's really important to remember these are just averages. What's so compelling about places like Australia and Canada is that they offer a super competitive salary, but often with a lower cost of living or other amazing lifestyle benefits.
So, bottom line, if you're looking for the highest possible paycheck combined with massive demand, the United States is, hands down, the top spot right now. Its advanced hospitals and groundbreaking research make it a huge magnet for surgeons from all over the world.
But it's not always just about the money, is it? And that's where countries like Canada and Australia come in. They offer this incredible package deal. You get the high demand and advanced healthcare, but you also get this amazing quality of life. For a lot of surgeons, finding that perfect balance is the real dream. Okay, it's one thing to see all these amazing opportunities, but how do you actually get there? That's the big question. So for our last section, let's talk about the practical stuff, the immigration pathways that can turn this global career dream into a reality.
And this might be the best news of all. You're not trying to force your way into a system that isn't built for you. Because surgeons are so vital, countries have actually created specific streamlined visa pathways just for people like you. They're actively trying to recruit top medical talent to fill their shortages. They're essentially rolling out the welcome map.
So what do these routes look like? Well, they usually come in a few different flavors. A hospital can sponsor you directly, that's a pretty clear path. Or you might qualify through a points-based system, where your years of education and experience are worth a ton of points. And here's the kicker. Many countries have special visas for jobs on their shortage occupations list, and you can bet surgeons are almost always on that list. It gives you a huge advantage.
Oh, and just so you know, all the great data and insights we have been walking through today, that comes from the 2026 Surgeon Career Overview, put together by the team over at Wanavisa.
So there you have it. We've talked about the decade of dedication it takes, the massive global demand, and the incredible rewards waiting all over the world. It's a career that demands so much skill but offers so much impact in return, which really just leaves one last question for you to think about. You have the skills. Where are you going to take them?